All right, in the last lesson, we actually talked about warming up your social media presence, and then why is it important for you to have like a personal brand, and then all of this, right? The next thing that you want to go ahead and do in your journey, because you want to move quickly, is follow and repost the following CEOs, founders on LinkedIn, Instagram, X, and YouTube. So a big part of the tech interview right now, whether you're going for a forward deployed engineering role or a product manager role, is they want to go ahead and gauge whether or not you're keeping yourself up to date with what's going on in the market. And generally speaking, you will hear that the interviewer is going to be asking you, so how do you keep up to date with the market? Because the market's moving so fast, so much is happening in the world of AI. How do you keep up with everything? Okay, that is a standard interview question. Now, you can go ahead and fabricate some answers, and generally speaking, people say, well, I try to attend as many networking events as I possibly can, or sometimes people will go ahead and say, I stay up to date by following publications, or I stay up to date by watching a lot of YouTube videos. At the end of the day, they cannot really trust whether or not you're doing those things. And it's all about having a public profile to back up your claims. Why? Because really what the interviewer is gauging for right now is how fast can you go ahead and pivot? The biggest another big complaint, this entire document and journey that we're going on this little ride on is to go ahead and show you how much the behavior of hiring teams as a consumer has changed from what they're expecting from tech talent. So many people are still stuck in this mindset, well, I can do the job. A lot of people can do the job. There's a lot of very qualified people out there, and we feel for each and every one of these people. But without this context of people generally speaking, they hate change. They're like, oh, it's a big complaint for people that are working, is things are constantly changing. Oh, this is changing, that's changing. Last week I was working on this. People don't want to hire people like that. People want to know that you're not only keeping up with change, but it's signaling to the hiring team that you are comfortable with change. So how do you want to go ahead and do this? Well, we've actually got the list already started for you guys here. So go out there and step 1, access the Airtable resource. And I'm going to click on this, okay? And you will go ahead and see that we've made a list of, you should definitely go ahead and follow the CEO of Anton. You should go ahead and follow the CEO of GenSpark. If for whatever reason there's a CEO you don't want to follow on there, just go over to the next one. Momentum, like the faster you move, the faster things happen. The Vibe Code app, the CEO, Amjad, over there at Replit. Let's leave Manus alone for right now. I'm actually going to go ahead while I'm doing this talk with you. I'm going to be moving Manus all the way down here. Okay. And the next thing here is you want to follow them, and then you want to go ahead and also follow. Well, I think actually looking at it right now, Dario is one of the champs you want to go ahead and follow straight up. So I'm going to go ahead and move this guy all the way to the top, because whatever he says is pretty much key. You want to go ahead and, you know who else you want to follow? You want to go ahead and follow Matty from 11 Labs. And we've scraped up all of the people for you. CEO over there at Perplexity, because I'll go ahead and actually tell you this right now. One of the biggest areas that's making a lot of waves is voice. Voice is absolutely crushing it right now. So take a look. Matty is one of the co-founders of 11 Labs. I'm going to go ahead and actually add his LinkedIn over here for y'all. The LinkedIn handle. And you can actually go ahead and see one of the things that he's actually, not this one, One of the things that he's posting for is, hey, we're launching Ads Engine. And you can see this. We're launching Ads Engine, bringing stories, ads, marketing content automatically to local markets around the world. It is often too expensive and time consuming to localize adverts for every market you operate in. Ads Engine solves this. You can now connect your ad accounts, localize your existing content for 50 plus languages, push those ads back to the platform, and generate fresh versions as needed. We've used it internally over the last few months and seen how much better the content resonates when it feels truly local. Excited to open it up to every business building on 11 Labs. You got about 1,300 some comments. So this right here, just go ahead and start just getting your name out there. Like and repost. You don't even have to repost with your thoughts. Everything that I've noticed when I'm talking to people is no, just go ahead, make life simple and just go ahead, repost it. That's all you had to do. This was all you had to go ahead and actually do. Okay. Repost it. I'm just gonna come back over here. Access the Airtable resource. And the second thing I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to start following. Okay. Also, and then the next thing that I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm just going to repost. And this is a really good way to keep up with the market. Repost the post from the CEOs and founders. Now, let me also go out there and give you guys a hot tip. Let me go ahead and give you guys also a really hot tip. When you're actually posting and repost and all of this other stuff, in another, create a tutorial video on how to actually take action. And I would actually go so far as to basically say this. Record a YouTube tutorial series. Okay, record a YouTube tutorial series or host a live webinar or training session on 11 Labs Ads Engine. I'll tell you guys exactly why you guys want to go ahead and do this. Because this is an initiative that is important to the company, and they're trying to go ahead and actually spread the word that this is going to make a meaningful impact for businesses. So your job right now is to amplify that mission. So instead of saying, oh, if I was a product manager or forward deployed engineer, like you would, as a forward deployed engineer at 11 Labs, be helping businesses implement Ads Engine over there. And I can already hear the friction points, which is like, well, I don't want to work for a voice AI company, or like, I don't want to work for 11 Labs. This is not even the freaking point. The point is, can you go ahead and take something that a company is pushing out as an initiative that one of the co-founders finds important enough to go out there and actually post, and can you show people how to go ahead and implement it? Because that's going to be your job, right? So this is something that you can be doing right now. So versus you're telling the hiring manager like, oh, I would do this. Stop waiting for permission and stop delaying action, which by default you are manifesting misery, and just take action on it right now. Because here's what's going to go ahead and happen. And this is why our people are taking the best jobs. Why? We're just moving faster than the entire market. I go to 11 Labs, And I'm not even gonna go out there and wait for like another video. I'm just gonna go here and you're gonna see this is an initiative that they're pushing pretty damn hard. And I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna grab this for you guys, okay? Because you guys probably wanna go ahead. And now the next step is whatever agenda they're pushing out, you can just see this. This is just a very simple portfolio you can do in about the span, and give yourself 30 minutes to do it. Don't even take, I'm just gonna bookmark this for you, okay? And here's what it is that you wanna go ahead and do next. Go to the YouTube page for the company and see if they have recorded the first version of a tutorial video on their official YouTube channel. And as you can see, they already have, okay? The next thing you want to go ahead and do is watch that YouTube channel, that YouTube video. You want to follow up with watching the YouTube video and recording what you feel would be a better tutorial than the tutorial that they have right now. Host a live training session for it for a few businesses, and you can even start with mine. Right? With Tech Careers by hosting a live webinar. Think about it. Like if we posted up a live webinar for you guys and we said, hey, this is actually how you guys can go out there and scale up your ads. I actually had my own team hop on this already. People would go out there and come through, right? And then the next thing that you go ahead and do here is you help them basically, you see here, this, 11 Labs built that drove 3.78 million. Okay, why don't we go ahead and actually do this? This is a fantastic side project right now, which is, I'm gonna go over here. Okay. Record a YouTube series where you're helping a business not only implement, but also help track the impact of using this tool in their business. And do it for the next 30 days. Okay. You have now just proven whether you're on the product management or growth side helping market the product, or whether you're on the forward deployed engineering side helping sell and implement the product, that you can take a new tool the market is launching and helping businesses implement it and helping the business get value from it, so they keep having you come back and they keep on wanting to use your tools and your products, and then they go to their friends and they go to the other startups that are in their ecosystem or the other businesses that are in their co-working spaces to promote y'all. And all of that just started with you following and reposting, one CEO and one founder post. Let's go ahead and actually run another example of this, right? You have Mark Zuckerberg here enters the prediction market. Why? Because prediction markets like Kalshi and like Poly Market are absolutely killing it. This is a trend. If you take a look at prediction markets have surged from niche platforms to mainstream financial technology. The rise of prediction markets, and then you have somebody like Mark Zuckerberg, right? And he says, hey, Mark Zuckerberg now enters into the prediction market arena again, a step behind. But what companies do is they take a look at this. So expand our thinking a little bit. This one post where he actually had a post where, this is actually why you guys should be following all of these people, is very simply, I'm just going to take this right here, pop this guy back over to Notion, and then you guys can take a look at it right here. This is actually why I love Notion as like a resource. This is like people can go out there and actually do something with it. Notion, if you guys are looking for like a brand ambassador, please go ahead and hit us up. We love y'all. Let's take a look at this. I'm going to go out there, and I totally forgot to go ahead and actually grab you guys this link right here. And then, you know, obviously this is another link right here. Okay. And I can have this as case study 2. Okay. Meta enters the prediction market. And then this is actually like, boom, I can have this now as case study 1 for you guys to go out there and study. Okay, 11 Labs moves into video ads space, right? Because they take a look at it and they're like, video ads outperform just regular ads because you're gonna get way more from watching a video than you can doing a post. So also having like making like a YouTube video or even a newsletter about why they're entering into these spaces. All of these founders right now, they're looking at like what's making money in the market. What does the market want? What's the market willing to pay for? And they're just moving very, very, very quickly. And also something I can go out there and add here is like he's entering into the big like prediction market. You know who's actually the biggest player in the prediction market? Tariq Mansour Kaushi. You know what he used to be doing before he was a CEO and co-founder here? Forward deployed engineer over there at Palantir. Let's take a look at Matty. Before he was the co-founder at 11 Labs, boom, deployment strategist over there at Palantir Technologies. You are demonstrating your ability, like show that you guys can go out there and move quickly. And you don't have to be very smart. Like, I truly embody the philosophy of retard maxing. Like all you got to go ahead and do is just take this, and now what are you going to do with it? Well, Rich, in this case, he's going into the space. I can't, like, how would I record a tutorial video? No, you know what you should go ahead and do is just record an opinion video and just repost and take a look at, why is he getting into the space? Right? Why? Just showing that like you're seeing the market's gonna go ahead and every single quarter you're gonna go out there and make a revenue target and you're gonna make some plays into how you're gonna be able to achieve that revenue target. And you're gonna take a look at your existing portfolio probably isn't gonna be able to help you get there. And you're just gonna take a look at what is making money right now and to see if we can get into that space as well. I mean, that's what we did as a business is we saw AI training as like, that's a really hot space. We're like, yo, these guys are charging Wall Street $25,000 a day. Well, we're in New York too. Why aren't we doing that? You know, this quarter, we're going to have a revenue target, which we do. We're like, we're going to get into this space too. Which we are. So how can we go ahead and do it, right? And all of these ideas, they don't need to come out fully formed. You just have to go out there and start it and just run it. And I'm going to help you guys actually distill some of the blockers that you're probably going to have in terms of making a move in this space right now. This is actually why, like, we're saving the resume part. The resume right here, we already have this for you. The LinkedIn right here, we already have it for you guys. Why are we doing this out here first? Well, we're doing this first because most of you are just procrastinating on like, oh, my resume. No, your resume should take within 30 to 45 minutes tops. We've already had all the resources for you. You should just get it out. Move quickly. The faster you move, the faster things happen. In fact, I'm going to go out there and just prompt that thing out. Your greatest advantage in today's market is speed. Move faster. The faster you move, the faster things happen. Speed loves money, money loves speed. when you're bringing that momentum into the conversation, companies are going to be all over you. And that's why our people are landing the jobs in the shortest amount of time, because they're not out there manifesting misery. U.S. general that led the attack in the first Gulf War, Schwarzkopf, he actually said this: move so fast, your enemies don't have time to react, little less adapt. And we all know how much all the people in tech love that military jargon talk and military history. So that's all you basically have to do, like that one post. So you don't have to go out there and say, oh, I have to follow all of these people, repost. Like, you see this, run with it. Just go, okay? You do this, like, okay, you don't have enough time to go out there and record today, post. You have a little bit more time today, repost with a comment, okay? You don't want to put your face out there on the camera, do a newsletter. You know, we're going to create all of the resources for you to go out there and streamline this process, but you have to get out there. If you're going to be spending the next 30 minutes to a day to a week, this is what we're noticing in the market. This is why they're not getting things done, is they're spending so much time wondering why, that the other person that's just not as smart, and one of the big drivers for enrollment in our program has just been, well, there's a lot of drivers of enrollment for our program, but people see how public that we are, and then they see our people taking jobs away from other people in the marketplace. Like, take a look at this right now, where this person just announced they're landing at like a digital product manager role over there at Walt Disney, okay? And then I'm like, excited for you. He's like, Rich, thanks. Okay, and then this is actually him with the testimonial basically right here in our channel. That's just one of so many different examples. The market values speed. And that's actually one of our big drivers when people are actually, like, companies are reaching out to us, like people that are looking for a job. They're like, you know, you don't have to have all the experience in the world. Just go ahead and run it. And whatever you feel like, oh, it's going to be a mistake, I mean, obviously utilize some degree of common sense. Just go ahead and run it. And this is just from one CEO post, and look at what it is that I can do with it for the next 30 days. Something else that can take it to the next level is you might want to create some comparison content, because now you just opened up your possibilities, right? So I've given you a lot to go out there and actually work with. But if you take a look at Hicksfield, and they're absolutely crushing it right now. They are creating video, like you can go out there and also create video ads too with their videos, along with a lot of other stuff. You know, they can make games, they can go out there and actually make a faceless channel, they can go out there, like, look at the video ads.
Hi, I'm Greg. I'm an expert vet.
Take a look at, okay, let's take a look at this one here. You can now take like this thing, actually I did it in another video, but you can go out there and just create a video like this right now. How fast is this, right? Create a comparison, you know, Hicksfield, like Claude Fable 5 Hicksfield MCP versus 11 Labs ads engine. Which one runs better? Okay, now you're demonstrating to the company, you know the competition, and you actually have a comparison to that. Speed up the process it takes for a company to go ahead and trust you, and you'll find yourself landing the best tech roles out there, whether it's a product manager role or forward deployed engineering role.